Hey guys, so this is me Manashri. So welcome to my part 2 series of my visa process. So today's topic is going to be about my visa interview experience in US Embassy Chennai. As I did in the first video, so I'm going to tell you guys what are the documents that you need to bring. So basically there are like a few sets of documents that you need to bring. So there are first set is going to be your appointment confirmation letter, this one, your Sevis ID, that confirmation, payment confirmation, and next you need your I-20, and then you need your passport. So this is the first set of documents that you need. So the second set of documents is going to be your acceptance letter. So I got it from my Arizona State University, so I also have another one. And then you need your scholarship. So if you have any scholarship, you can print those up. I got a mail from them and I've taken a printout of it. Next is your IELTS mark or your TOFEL or Duolingo marks. You have a hard copy of it. Then your SAT or GRE or any or any exam that you've written, you need to have that. And then I personally kept all my mark sheets from 9th to 12th. Also you can if you are going for masters, you can keep all your college marks. Okay, so keep that ready. So the other set is going to be your finance documents. So the third set, so you can keep everything ready. So I have few bank statements, my loan sanction letter, and also I have a financial data questionnaire, from a chartered accountant. So you can also take that. So they what they do actually is they basically collect your data. They ask you what are your parents, or how much you earn yearly, and how much you have how many documents you have, how many lands, fields, how many accounts you have in the bank, how many loans you have. They just take every single of them, and then they make kind of like a data sheet out of it, saying that you are fit for going to US because you have a lot of immovable properties, movable properties, etc. So it's just giving you more proof from an official chartered accountant person that you are eligible to go to US. So for me, they didn't ask any of these. They didn't ask me the first last two set. They just asked me my Sevis ID, and then they asked for my I-20. Okay, so these are the documents that you guys need to take. Before going into the tips and tricks, let me tell you guys about my visa experience. So it was really tiring. Like, my slot was actually in 12 o'clock. So when you go inside that, you will go to another queue, which is the 8th or 9th queue. Yeah, 8th queue, and then you have to go wait there. So that is where you will see a lot of counters. So 1 to 28, I guess, 1 to 28 counters. So you can choose any counter you go, but mostly the officers over there will actually assign you to the counters that you need to stand in. So this whole process took me till 1:30. So at 1:30 exactly, I was waiting near the counters to be interviewed. So there are a lot of people saying that they reject a lot of people. Yes, they do reject, but not a lot. Okay, so if you are a UG student, they basically don't ask you a lot of questions. But if you are a PG student, they ask you tons of questions. I've heard a lot of people. I actually was standing in front of a person who got rejected. He was they asked a lot about his work, about his marks in college, a lot of questions. What did you do? What are the internships you did? Why did you want to choose this? Your loan, what your parents do, who fund you? Oh my god, that's a lot of questions. So if you're a PG student, make sure you guys are getting prepared for this. For UG, they ask a bit less questions. Okay, so do not ask anyone which counter they went, because the person in that counter might reject a person and then approve yours. So it doesn't matter, just go, think of it as your instinct. Go with your intuition, go to a counter that you feel would be better. Do not rely on others opinions, like yeah, this one is better, do not go to that one, that person feels like this. Because what happened was, there was one counter where there were a lot of rejects. So I was really scared, and a person behind me told me not to go there. Make sure you don't go there, go to another counter. And you know how life works, right? The officer actually made me stand in that counter, same counter. So I was really scared. So the person in front of me was also from Arizona State University. So he was for MS. So they were asking a lot of questions. Why ASU? Why computer science? Why masters here in US? A lot of questions. I was actually preparing myself for all those questions. I was like, okay, this is one, okay. Why I want to go this? I want to study this, blah, blah, blah. So it was a really terrifying moment. And then I went in. So just greet them, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. They'll ask you to pass it. So you have to pass your, where is it? Your passport and your Sevis ID payment, the paper, and then your I-20. I gave it to them, and then they started asking me, like, how many colleges did you apply for? And I said I got into 6 colleges, and I got 4 accepted and 2 are still in review. So I didn't get any rejections. And they asked what are the universities. I named them all. And then they asked me, who is funding you, whether your parents or your loan. I said both. And they just said, they were just looking at my I-20, and then they said, congratulations, I approve your visa. And then they give me this green slip. It feels, oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about that moment. Like, it was so. Also, yeah, I forgot to inform you this. They also tell you, after your visa is approved, they ask you to keep your left hand in it. So make sure you keep that. So this is basically what happened in my experience. So I was really terrified at first, and the interview gone really smoothly. So these are the tips and tricks for a successful visa interview, according to me. Come 2 to 3 hours before the interview slot. So as I told you guys before in the experience, there are a lot of queues. Like the 12 o'clock slot kind of opened at 10:30 or something. They were actually forming a queue really early on. So the more faster you go, the more easier and more faster you can come from your visa interview. Bring a water bottle. So I know that I said do not bring your water bottle after the waiting area, that is the second queue that you're going. But before that, make sure you guys have some water bottle, like a throwable water bottle, so that you can drink and then throw it out. Bring someone with you. Okay, because when you're if you're going alone, you might not have any place to keep your phones, and it's not safe anywhere. And as far as I know, there is no lockers here. For OFC, we did have locker there for 100 rupees or something, but not in here. Okay, so bring someone with you. So when you're in the queue outside, so the first 3 queues you'll be standing outside. So at that time, maybe your parents or maybe your friend or anyone might give you your water bottle. Sometimes, just in case you feel super dehydrated. Make sure you guys have patience. So I know it's not a tip or a trick, because I actually expected like a 1 hour thing, like in 1 hour I'm going to finish my interview and I'm going to come back. No, just remember what you're going through, or just be aware of what's going to happen. So be aware of what you're going to face. Like I had no idea about it, so I'm telling you guys. So be patient and wait for the turns, or you don't look nervous around the interviewer, because as I said before, they can read your body languages really well. So make sure you go confidently, you don't slack off, you don't do anything with your hands like this. Do not do that. And always greet the interviewer, always be graceful, or do not show that you're scared. Even if you are scared, do not show it openly. Practice all your questions, and make sure you guys do not memorize anything. Do not just say it out of out of like answer or something. Do not search all the answers and just say, mug it up and then say it. Do not overdo things. Okay, so do not give them the documents or any finance documents until they ask you. Sometimes, if you overdo some things, they might start asking you questions on that. Okay, so basically, unless or until they ask you, do not over answer things, do not over explain things, do not give all the documents that you have. Give the documents that they ask. So all the best and best of luck, guys. I got my visa interview approved, and I hope you guys will get it as well. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you loved the first part and the second part. So if you have any queries or anything, please do comment down below. I would really like to know the review from you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Make sure you guys subscribe and like this button. And also I've put all the links below in the description box. So make sure you guys go check it out. All the area where the place is, all the links are below in the description box below. So thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.